Thanks for joining us on air and streaming. I'm Lauren LaMancha.
And I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. Some breaking news tonight involving a murder-suicide that happened this morning at a home daycare in Hopkins. In the last couple of hours, police linked that tragedy to another homicide in Burnsville.
And we also learned new information about the victims and how they were all connected. Morgan Wolf leads off our coverage tonight live in Hopkins. Morgan?
Yes, we have two communities that are in mourning as police say that a man went to his wife's daycare that she owned, stabbed her and their 7-year-old daughter before then shooting himself. That call came in around 9 in the morning in Hopkins, but then it was around 12:30 in the afternoon in Burnsville when police there got a call about a stabbing. And then when police arrived, they found a woman in her 70s dead, someone that was related to the suspect.
We believe it is a close family relative of the suspect in Hopkins. The deceased was a female, age 78. The suspect, we believe, had been recently living in that residence in Burnsville. Based on work between our officers and investigators with the Hopkins Police Department, we believe this tragedy and the tragedy in Hopkins are linked.
Now, police say that the couple was married, but they weren't aware of their current marital status. We did also find out some more shocking information about what exactly happened inside that daycare. According to police, the stabbing took place in the basement of the daycare where many parents drop off their children. That's the entrance. And that's exactly where one parent was dropping off their child when they witnessed what happened. Police say that there were children in the basement of the time of that stabbing, and the father and husband was found upstairs where police say that he shot and killed himself. In total, police say 6 children were there at the time of the crime.
We don't see this type of crime. It's a rarity here in Hopkins. And we're a very safe community, and the impact is felt not only here but elsewhere for every parent who has a child in a daycare setting or anywhere where they don't have immediate control over their child. So yes, it's heartbreaking.
One thing I also just wanted to reiterate that was said today by both police chiefs is that these children inside the daycare were not physically harmed, but there is a lot of trauma that these families are going to have to be processing. As far as the daycare goes, it was a licensed facility and in compliance with the state. Police say that they are not releasing the victims' names until all of the proper family is notified. Back to you.
Morgan, thank you. And the police chief really did say it best today. It's a horrific, tragic situation for any community.
Sammy Selena spoke with neighbors today who are just trying to come to grips with what happened there. Sammy.
Yeah, when I first got on scene, we saw a mom and 2 young children being escorted to their car by a firefighter. I asked that mom if she was okay. She said, absolutely not. I know a lot of people in this neighborhood are thinking about that mom, those kids, and everyone else impacted by this.
For residents who watched this scene unfold from their porches,
it was really shocking to finally get the news of what had happened.
It's hard to imagine how those kids inside that daycare are doing.
I have 2 little kids, and it was just completely shocking to hear.
One of the unmarked police cars came at me, had to be going 70, 80 miles an hour, and just about took my front end off when he took the corner.
For Bob, who works in the neighborhood,
I did see a lot of parents getting out of their car and not doing well.
It was hard enough to see those families
because they were crying.
Hopkins police say a man killed 2 family members, a woman and a child, before killing himself. 6 other children were inside at the time.
I'm just hoping that the children are okay, because I know it's a daycare. I've been working here for 4 years. I just hope the kids are okay.
A gentleman come walking up carrying a little kid, and he was with an officer, and he just kept on walking.
Dale Novi has lived here for 80 years.
It's just a quiet neighborhood. There's not a lot of nothing.
He counted 25 squad cars.
They told me to go back into the house, and for your safety purposes, I would stay in your house.
While some neighborhood parents are counting their blessings.
Completely shocking. Holding my kids super, super close.
I spoke with a woman who lives nearby. She said that she was not in the emotional state to be on camera. And she said that she knew the little girl who was stabbed to death, the 7-year-old girl. She says that she was very sweet but shy, often had bows in her hair, and loved to pet the neighborhood dogs. She said that that little girl was about to start first grade. Back to you.
And Sammy, even the mayor and the police chief were so emotional today during this press conference. And one thing that the mayor said was, no one in Hopkins is a stranger. This is a small community, so we know how hard this hits when you know the people who are involved. Sammy, thank you.
Well, as we do get more information on this case, we'll post updates online at KARE11.com and on our streaming apps. And if you or someone you know needs help getting out of a dangerous domestic situation, help is available. You can call the crisis line number on your screen. There's also a text line. Trained professionals are on standby 24/7. That service is free and interpreters are available.